Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Emilia Agustin. My MPM is 0919013571. Today I will to explain about the power of two learning strategy. Please pay attention and listen carefully. What is the power of two? You know that the power of two means combining the power of two people. Combining the strength of two people in this case is forming a small group, each group consisting of two peoples. This activity was done in order to bring the synergy, which was two are better than one, and then according to Hisham Zaini, the power of two is a learning activity used to encourage cooperative learning, strengthen the importance and benefit of two people synergy. It means this strategy has the principle that thinking together is far better than thinking for yourself. Learning activity with the strength of two people are used to enhance learning and emphasize the benefit of synergy, that is, two heads is better than one. And then the characteristic of the power of two. Okay, for the first point, team learning. Learning the power of two is learning as a team. Teams are a place to achieve goals. Therefore, the team must be able to make every student learn. All team members consist of a maximum of two people and must help each other to achieve learning objective. And then the second point, willingness to cooperate. The success of learning the power of two is determined by success as a group. Therefore, the principle of cooperation needs to be emphasized in the learning process of the power of two. Each member of the group must not only be assigned their respective duties and responsibilities, but also instill the need to help each other. And then the last point, skill to work together. The ability to cooperate is put into practice through activities and activities described in cooperation skill. The student need to be encouraged to be willing and able to interact and communicate with other members. Students need to be helped to overcome various obstacles in interaction and communication so that each student contribute to success of the group. And then the implementation, the power of two. To achieve the learning process objective optimally, even an educator must be able to use the power of two strategy correctly, effectively, and efficiently through the power of two strategy step in the teaching process. As for the step to implementation, the power of two is follow. For the firstly, give student one or more questions that requires reflection and touch, and then instruct student answer individual question. And then after all students have completed their answer, organize them into a number of pairs and command them to share their answer with each other. And then ask for student pairs to create new answer to each question. Improve each individual answer. And then the last one, when student pairs have written new answer, compare the answer from each pair with each other in the class. And then the aims of the power of two. In the implementation of the power of two learning strategy, there are several objectives to be achieved. Okay, for point A, familiarize learning active individually and in groups. It means studying together is more memorable. And then for point B, to promote collaborative learning. And then the next point, learners have problem-solving skill related to the main material learning. And then the next point, minimizing failure. It means fostering an attitude of mutual cooperation and mutual acceptance of each other's opinion and unifying the opinions. And then the last point, minimizing the gap between one student and the other. It means create a sense of responsibility for the work given during the lesson, so there is no gap between students. And then example of implementing learning strategy of the power of two. For the firstly, the teacher explained the lesson material first before dividing up a two-person in each group and giving the topic of discussion related to the lesson material. For example, today lesson material from the 11th grader high school student about descriptive text. Then the teacher explained the material until the student understand it. As you can see in the picture in the PowerPoint, after the teacher explained the material, then the teacher set out a problem or question associated with the material. For example, make a description text about place. After the teacher set out a problem or question, then the teacher divides the learner into working in pairs, each group a maximum of 2 students, and talk about the answer given. Then the last one. After the group pairs had made a new answer to the problem that had both been agreed upon, the teacher commands the pair of group to present the results of the answer. The answer may be written on the paper or something. As you can see in the picture, the student wrote her answer on the board and then explained to the other student and other members. And before that, the teacher has checked and made sure each group has produced his or her best agreement to address the problem solved. After the student has presented the answer to the result, then the teacher presents the explanation and solution to issue already discussed. This means that educators were contributing to his or her opinion to solve problems or seek common agreement as to learners when teaching learning takes place. Teachers do conclusion, clarification, and follow-through purposes so that other students understand the material. Okay, advantages of the learning strategy in the power of two. Firstly, students are not too dependent on teachers, but they can add confidence in their own ability to think, find information from different sources, and learn from other students. And then secondly, developing the ability to express ideas or ideas to work verbally and by comparing others' ideas. And then thirdly, helping a child to cooperate with others, recognizing all his or her limitations and accepting all his or her limitations. And then helping students to take greater responsibility in carrying out their assignment. And then increases motivating and provide incentive to think. And then the last one, promoting both academic and social achievement. And then disadvantages of the learning strategy in the power of two. Okay, for point A. At times, if there are a view from various angles may arise for a problem that is solved. Perhaps even the topic discussion becoming deserted, thus taking a long time, and then can make learning less conducive because of division knowledge is not performed. And then the last one. For less than responsible learners, they rely only on their partner if the educators like control over the course of the strategy. Okay, that's all from me. I hope this video can give benefit for you. Thanks for your attention. If I make a mistake, I'm sorry of that. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.